Okay, hi everyone. So this video is gonna go over on using how to find the online database using the library listserv, and also how to use the at least for this example will be looking at JSTOR. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do when you're doing research at home or at least off campus, you're gonna click on the three dots here. All right, and then you're gonna click down, and then you're gonna go to the library tab. Click on the library tab, and then just sort of scroll to where the university is, like at the top of the web browser, and then you're gonna click on this green box where it says article database or databases. Huh. Let me go back. Sorry about that. There you go. Okay. So once you click on the green box, you're gonna arrive to A to Z databases, and here's the index. All right. So the first one I'm gonna show you for this particular video is JSTOR. So you're gonna click on the J, and then you're gonna click on the JSTOR. All right. And then once you do that, then you're going to type in your campus credentials on what you use to sign in into your CSUDH student account. Okay. Okay. So once you do that, you go through the secondary authorization. And then the web browser is going to upload. All right. Now, okay, so this is the fully uploaded page. So if you're using, or sorry, if you're doing research away from campus, right? Because if you just go straight to JSTOR, just for example, just go to JSTOR, put in the search engine, and then click on JSTOR Home. If you do this, you're going to see the same thing, right? But then you'll notice right here at the top where it says have library access. If you do it this way, you want to click on this link and then put the name of the campus. Right. So then you're going to write CSUDH and then California. Here it is. And then you're going to click on that. Right. Oh, sorry about that. Here, let me do this again. So CSUDH. And you should click on that. Okay. I'm not sure why this is happening, but what you should be able to, is just also put in your campus credentials, right? And then once you see this at the very top of the page, where it says access provided by California State University hyphen Dominguez Hills, this lets you know that you're using the campus listserv, and now you have free access to all the articles that JSTOR has, all right, on their databases or their list servers. Right. Okay. So now that you're in JSTOR, or in into JSTOR, what you're going to do is now figure out what it would be the best word combinations based on what you wrote for assignment 2. All right. So what I'm going to do for this particular example, I'm going to look at popular culture and the representation of women. All right. And let's just say that I'm looking at how women are represented in movies. All right. So I'm using popular culture now as a broad category, and then you're going to hit enter, and then you saw that here in the search bar it had 183,000. So then here are the 182,710 results. So that's a lot of information to go through, right? So then I'm going to show you now how to narrow down the focus. Okay. So you're going to go to the left side of the screen where it says refine results. And you'll notice that it says academic content, and you have journals, book chapters, research reports. So you really want to focus mostly on journals. All right, so you're going to click on that. So it's going to go from 182,000 to 102,000. A little better, but still, that is a lot of material to go through. All right, so then what you're going to do next is that you're going to go to the primary source content. So then you're going to look at serials, documents, books, images, video, and audio. And you really want to focus, at least for this particular assignment, the serials. The serial just means the academic journals, right? So you're going to click on that. It's going to go back up to 118,000, but there's still another thing that we're going to do to narrow the focus. Okay. Now, so what you're going to do is like you're going to go to the date. All right, and the date is significant because in terms of research, article research, because there's a lot of article research being published pretty much all year long because of all the different articles or journals that exist out there in academia, and especially like in sociology. Articles are always being published, so then information, data, theories, types of explanations, and methodological issues and empirical evidence all sort of can change based on research. So then what I was taught when I was in school is that when you're doing article research, the article should be no more than 5 years old, right? So then you should go back as far as 2018, right? And then go to 2024. All right, and then you're going to see the number from the 118,204 results narrow much more, or get much less. So you're going to apply. So it went down to 8,000 articles. So this is a much more manageable number, all right? But you could even narrow it even further. So then what you're going to do is sort of scroll down, and you're going to go to subject. And then you're going to click on the bottom where it says like show 71 more or 15 more. It just depends on what you're looking for. This is going to vary. So you're going to click on that, and you can see all the different subject areas where popular culture and the representation of women can be viewed. From African American studies, African studies, interesting, even agriculture and American Indian studies. But what you want to do is scroll down, and you can look at cultural studies as an example. Scroll down to the S's, and you'll see sociology right here. So there's 792 articles. So click on that. And this is a much more workable number of articles to search through. So then what you just do here is you just start going through to see what JSTOR has. So like this is good because here you'll see the first one where it says journal article review untitled. So what this is where somebody, a researcher, but more specifically Troy Michael Bordoon, read a book, and then he talked about the book. And the book was by Katie Milestone and Anike Meyer, right? So you want to try to avoid or stay away from these because sometimes these reviews of books don't always provide you with the information that you need. Okay. But there's nothing wrong by looking at them, and if you feel that it does add something to your work, then you could use them. But more likely than not, you want to stay more with actual articles about research. So this would be an example: the symbolic restoration of women's place in Turkey, resurrection. Right. So this is actually an article, right? So that wouldn't let's just say that definitely does not necessarily fit. So you can see women on the chopping block, gender dynamics and popular food network show. No, and then let's see. Oops. This is the first time that I did that. don't understand why it's doing this. Sorry about that. Okay, there you go. Okay. And then here's women SpongeBob franchise pop culture fixture robot reboot culture artifact. Asian stories engendered the material body study of Sanskrit literature. Vedic masculinities. Huh. Let's see. Streaming popular feminism, Netflix, Jessica Jones. Let's just say that that's what we're looking for because we're looking at popular culture. So then you could do one of two things: either click on this one because you want to download it, or but if you want to look at it before you download it, so just click on the title. You'll notice the access provided by Dominguez Hills is still there. So as soon as the page fully downloads, you'll see the title of the article here. Here are the authors who contributed to writing out the article. There's the name of the article, the volume, the number, the publication, and the pages that this covers. And here's the internet URL. And then here's the journal. Okay, and then the good thing about the JSTOR is that it does provide you like the background. So if you want to know more about the journal to see how it sort of fits in the broader scheme of things, you could look at what it says in terms of what its overall research mandate is. Okay, so here's the article. All right, so you'll notice the names at the top, the title of the article, and also the names of the authors here. So you notice that it doesn't have an abstract, all right, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it if it does not have an abstract. So then you just start skimming and see what it says. And let's say that you really are focusing on how women are portrayed in popular culture and movies and film. So then this could probably be an article that you do want to download and read through further and to see what type of ideas that these people wrote about and how you can use this as evidence in your research and also how it fits in the overall scheme of your argument because you want to consider not only your object of study or your topic, but you also want to consider the type of argument you want to give. So you want to look for the articles that will fit in the context and be contextualized by the argument you are giving. All right, in your essay. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. But if it doesn't, just send me an email or let me know so we could go over this and I could explain this in a little more detail. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much this is how you're going to go through the process for using JSTOR. Okay, so I'm going to stop and then I'm going to go on to another database. Okay.